This is a screencast on devising a strategy to solve number problems, in particular problems that where they're presented with words, a word problem in maths. And there are set little things that we can do to help us solve these problems. So let's take a look. Here's the first question. If we just read it up here, Jonas needs to earn $180. He has $60 in the bank and has a paper delivery job earning $10 per hour. For how many hours does he need to deliver papers before he raises the money needed? Now there are three key strategies to do when we're answering questions like this. The three questions we need to ask ourselves: what do we know? What do we need to know? And then draw a diagram, picture, or a table. This first question is the most important, and then the second. And you only get that information by rereading the question carefully. So what do we need? What do we know? Jonas has $60. He earns $10 an hour, and he needs 180. So what do we need to know? It says how many hours to get $180. Draw a diagram table. In this case, we actually didn't need to. We could do a quick calculation. 180 minus 60, because he already had $60, equals 120. 120 divided by 10 hours is 12. If we take the next question here, we're going to use the same three strategies here again. What do we need? What do we know? What do we need to know? Draw a diagram, picture, a table. When Jane, Emma and Hein went to a fancy dress disco, they swapped masks and costumes to confuse their friends. Each of them wore someone else's mask in the costume that they belonged to yet another. If Hein wore Emma's mask, whose costume did Emma wear? So what do we know? We know that they had to wear each other's person's masks and costumes. One person wears a mask and the other wears a costume. Key bits of information. So the same person can't be wearing the mask and the same costume. What do we need to know? Which costume Emma is wearing. So if we take a look at this now, what we've done here is drawn up a table and to put in the information that we already know. So we've got the names down here and we've got the mask and the costume. So in this case, and we use this one here because Hein is wearing Emma's mask. And so we went through and very quickly, using this here, when Hein is wearing Emma's mask, whose costume did Emma wear? It was in fact Hein's. Key thing when we're solving this question, find out what we already know, what do we need to know, and draw a picture or a diagram.